Good day and welcome to Rwanda Basic Education Board Multimedia Production Studio. Ezekiel Tushime are my names and I'm the host of today. Join us as we explore Rwanda First Lego League Challenge and the Artificial Intelligence Hackathon 2025. Now it is back. The vision of Rwanda Basic Education Board is to promote the quality of education among adult, specialized and basic schools in Rwanda. In the studio, I'm not alone. I'm with Madame Diane Sengati. You are welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah. It's our blessings to have her on board. She's going to share with us more about Rwanda First Lego League Challenge and Artificial Intelligence Hackathon 2025, how it is prepared. Remember, in November 2023, it's when Rwanda First Lego League was launched at Lycée de Kigali. This First Lego League Challenge is coming to help Rwandan students to be able to solve problems that are around, that are in their communities, and it will help them to solve them without seeking, you know, the help. Madame Diane, we are blessed to have you on board. Can you briefly explain us more about First Lego League Challenge?
Thank you very much, Ezekiel, and I'm happy to be back here in the studio. This is really wonderful, and sharing our experiences and also what we're doing is an advantage for us because we can even receive some comments for improvement, and this is what we want, as long as it contributes to quality education. First Lego League and AI are emerging technologies because First Lego League is robotics. Those are emerging technologies, and we are looking at how these emerging technologies can help or can even support the curriculum. So how can we integrate both robotics and AI into the curriculum? How can you learn? How can you teach? How can you study using robotics and AI? This is what we want to achieve. So we started with the First Lego League, which is a competition. It is a competition, but very interesting because students are learning, but it's also entertaining them because they have the challenge, and the challenge is like they want to do the best, they want to show the best, and to do the best, to be the best, to perform best is it requires you to think critically, you think, you collaborate, because if you have seen those challenges, your team, but your team wants to be the best because you have also other teams, and then you want to show the best from you. So you have the mission your robot has to accomplish, but then everyone has the same mission, but not everyone is achieving the same way. So to be the best, you have to work in a team. So you have these 21st century skills that are promoted among the students, and you say that we will be able to solve our problems. This is how you start, because you start first, you understand the challenge, and then you have to find a solution, and then you have to collaborate with others. And this is like the first 20 skills. You communicate, so we have the communication, the critical thinking. You have to be creative also, so you have the creativity skills.
Yeah, you say critical thinking, and I think about how does it contribute to the growth of technology among the future generation.
Critical thinking, it means you have a challenge in front of you, you have a problem. It doesn't need to be only about this FLL, no. It can be a problem outside in real life. But if you can solve, you can think and solve a problem, you find out a solution to a problem that you think of, like in a mission, it's very probable that even in real life, when you meet a challenge, automatically you think of how can I address to this challenge. We have a lot of problems in life. There are a lot. For example, maybe, and depending on where you are, the environment you are in, and then you say, like, for example, I see like people struggling maybe in the bus and then having someone asking for money. How can I solve that problem? Because it takes time, someone taking the money, getting the change. And then someone all of a sudden think of like, why can't I create just a card and then the money goes, like the exact money, and then you just put the card and enter, put a card and it. This is how you start things. So now, depending on your environment, you have different challenges, and then you have to come out with a solution. And this, if you start with this, it means that it's very, very possible that even in real life, you will be the same person who is thinking of having a solution to your own problem.
Wow. The vision of Rwanda Basic Education Board is to promote the quality of education in basic schools. Let us limit ourselves here from primary 1, primary 2 up to secondary level. That is basic education. And Madam Diane says that we shall be able to solve the problems using the technology, and we shall not, of course, rely on the previous ways of teaching and learning. We have to improve as other countries are doing it. Thank you so much, Madam Diane. I would like to ask you how far with the preparations of the competition of FLL 2025, because you may have a timetable and people would like maybe to attend either physically or virtually.
Yes, thank you. How far we are? We have started the training, because I was talking about training the teams. We have already trained all teams, 120 teams, and we are targeting to have the provincial competitions from this mid-February. We will start on the 15th and 16th, and then we have also the following weekend in different provinces. So every day we have one province, like on Saturday, that those will be on Saturday and Sunday, and also in Kigali City. And then after that, we are also targeting to have, or scheduling to have, the national competition in March 2nd, if possible, if everything goes well. This is the date for the national competition. But in AI, we have also, because we have different approaches in AI, we have a call for proposal, or call for application, and which is already out, and we have provided a link where teams can register, or maybe yes, register, but at the same time apply or give or submit their projects. These projects will be evaluated, and based on the evaluation, we will select the teams that will participate into the national competition. But of course, for the AI, after selection, the teams selected are also invited to a boot camp, then where they meet different edutech experts. Then they have to improve on their project, and then those projects will be presented during the national competition. So this is what I can say about the plan, and I encourage students. AI is targeting students in A level, so we encourage them to submit their proposals, to think about different projects, because these are teams of 3 students with 1 teacher who's helping them. So, and then of course they have also to tell us who is their teacher who is helping them, because we want to know the whole team, students and their coaches.
Do we have other countries to participate?
The FLL has different levels. We have what we call national level. But then after that, we have the regional level, and then we have international level. So at national level, here in Rwanda, the way we organize it is, of course, we have schools that are interested. And then they register, they come to us and tell us that how they are interested. But of course, at the beginning, we started going to them because they even didn't know about this. So what we do is then we register them, and we provided their kits, robotic kits, and we train the teams because they have to have teams of 10 students each team, and then they have their coaches, 2 teachers who are training the students, and then we train both the students and the teachers. And after that, we organize a competition at the region, at the province level. Here in Rwanda, it's province level because we have the north, west, east, and Kigali City, and the south.
And
yes.
south, yeah.
So we have these. Then we have the teams from different schools in those region or areas or provinces. They meet in one center, and then we organize those kind of competitions. And then we organize again at national level. We select the first 5 best teams to continue to the national level. Well, that's what happened in the first FLL organized in 2023. But then in 2024, we had teams that were interested from out of Rwanda. Those actually, we did not invite them because we didn't want to organize an international or regional competition. But because they were interested, actually they wanted to be maybe also to see how they can do it with other countries. But it happened that every student was happy because it motivated other students who would say like, how best can I be against other schools or other teams? But then this was a plus because it was like, how can I now like represent Rwanda against these teams from other countries?
Yeah.
So, and then students also, I'm pretty sure they discovered that actually other teams also in other countries, they have the same.
They do it.
They do the same. They have the same challenges. Doesn't mean that in other countries they have different the same challenge, and then they could also benchmark themselves. So this is the first part. And then there is a second part of like regional. I think in 2023, we had a team that had 2 teams actually who participated to the first Lego League in Morocco. And they liked it, and they quite had also some prizes, so which demonstrates how our teams were doing very well. Actually, for a team that, because it was even our first time to even hear about the first Lego League, to participate to the first Lego League, I think this demonstrated how our students are capable. And then at the international level or even global level, we have the first Lego League, which is organized every year in the USA. And we had also our team who participated, and they also got some medals. So they won some medals, which means they have also some standards. And then
I remember it's a team which really is not from Kigali, it's even from Kayonza.
Exactly.
Can you imagine?
In AI it was Kayonza, in FLL it was Christ Roy, Collège de Christ Roy, and I think they were excellent. To me, it was for the first time participating to those 2 competitions, one in Sweden and then another in the US, for the first time, and having some medals, having some prizes. It encouraged our students. They were not afraid. Actually, it means that not only the competitions are interesting or maybe are developing something, some skills among the students, but also the curriculum itself has an additional, that had played its role to have the students who have these, should I say, competencies or capacities. I think it's, if we consider those two, our students are capable actually. It's a matter of giving them the right material, the right equipment. You train them and then the rest they do.
Thank you so much. Viewers, this is Rwanda Basic Education Board Multimedia Production Studio. Rwandan curriculum is not only taught theoretically due to CBC.
Actually, when we say competencies, it's actually promotes the hands-on skills. And as you've seen, those are hands-on activities. You have to build, you have to code, and then also the CBC also encourages the learner-centered approach. So it means that not everything is coming from the teachers. They have to find their ways. They have also to challenge, to ask questions. While
matching it with solving the problems that may meet on the way in our daily life.
Exactly.
Yeah. Mrs. Madam, a school headmaster or a parent may ask him or herself, how can I join First Lego League? At what time should I register? How is it done, really, such that in the future we see many schools participating?
It's good to have their interest also. They can still make the request through to REB, and we can assess their teams if they have the teams of the 10 students, if they are ready. And of course, the teams of 10 students, they each have their own, what do? They have their roles. Like they have people who are coding, they have people who understand the mission, and then they have also people who are first they have to encourage, but also who are also trying to solve some of the issues. Why is this mission not accomplished well? What was wrong? And then tell the coders, like, you have to think of this and this. So they have their different roles in the teams. So if the team is ready, for us also, of course, because every year it's a new challenge. So sometimes we add more teams. For example, we started with 35 teams at the beginning. And then the second time we had 100 teams, and this year we are targeting to have around 120 teams. So we are growing. Of course, we are not growing as we wanted because of different factors, but we wished to have more than that. So please, if they are ready, if they are interested, it's an assignment for us to register them and then be part of the challenge, the competitions.
Wonderful. Rwanda Basic Education Board is the one that you are following. Go to comment box, then you text what you think we can do for you. And you may have a suggestion, you may have challenges at your school, you may also have something new you want us to come to your school. Please go to comment box, then you write your suggestion, your idea, then we read it and we follow it up. Before we come to an end of the program, Madam Diane, what are the prizes, the awards? Last time we saw His Excellency Paul Kagame joining the teams in the competition. It was very good. How about this time, 2025?
Well, thank you so much. I think the prizes, because they are students, so the main prizes that we had as a REB were having these trophies, different trophies that we provided. And the laptops was an initiative of His Excellency, and we really, really appreciate it, because then that motivated a lot of students to do better. I think from schools now, they will all want to be at the national level. They will make sure that they reach that level. And so these are the prices that we have, but of course anything can be a surprise, and then have also some other prizes. And we welcome also partners to join us into this. We have different stakeholders and partners that can come up with different ideas and different prizes, and then we welcome anyone who would like to join us on this platform to come to us, and then we join hands together to promote these competitions, because it creates something among the children. They are motivated, and then they are learning, because if you can do programming, these are coding skills that we want everyone actually to have, and creating also this environment of collaboration. And then you think you are not just learning, but you are also learning from others. You are communicating. You have those other skills that you gain from these competitions.
Wow. Viewers, the vision of Rwanda Basic Education Board is to promote the quality of education among basic, specialized and adult schools. Remember, we want to have the future generation which can compete on labor market nationwide, Africa and worldwide. Coming to an end of the program, what are the initiatives that REB has to expand, maybe from the number of 100 something, then we reach 200? Why not all the schools to participate in this first Lego League competitions?
Yes, all depends on the budget, because we have this equipment. But the good thing and the good news is that some of the schools are requesting even to buy themselves the equipment. So they say, like, there's no problem. All we want is to be part of the teams, and then you tell us how we can get the equipment, and then we get them, and then we participate. But of course, there are some of the other schools that also we support. Then we need to provide the equipment. So these are the things to consider, to make sure that teams, if we could have all the teams, that would be the best for us, depending on how we can get the equipment, because we have, as I said, those challenges, they change every year. So every challenge also has different equipment. So this is why we need, but of course they have some equipment that are the same, what we call the prime spike. Those, they remain the same. Those are those cubes that you put together to build the robots. But then we have also another kit that has the mat, which has the missions. So this is the one that changes every year, and then we have to get it. So every year when your teams are participating, we have to register them at the first Lego League Global to tell them that these are the teams that are participating. So as you are registering, then they give you the equipment. So this is how it works from our side. So it's good if we have some schools that can also have their equipment, pay for their equipment. Then at that time it's good that we know, so when we do the order,
the request,
then we can register them also among those, among our teams. So of course we wish that at the end we have all the schools participating to the competitions. But we also, as we are integrating robotics and AI into the curriculum, this will be a benefit to all schools and all students, because the competition is for the teams. Teams are only 10 students. So what we want is actually to have every child to have that opportunity to use robotics and AI into their learning.
Wow. Parents and headmasters work together, you work together, and you reach out Rwanda Basic Education Board. The doors are opened to help you. Madam Diane, what is the key message can you give to the parents, to the students, the teachers and headmasters regarding First Lego League, not only First Lego League, but technological aspects?
Thank you. I want to say that, you know, when you see these competitions, you think students are playing. You think it's just entertainment, but it's edutainment, because actually they are learning. They, you know, even to solve a challenge can take you days. Because you do things, it's not working. You have to think, you come back tomorrow, I have to make sure that it's working.
Hopefully there are those ones who never sleep, they're still trying tomorrow.
Exactly. This is what happens when you really want something to happen. You try to find a solution, it's not working, and then you say, like, why is it not working? So, and they're applying other skills, actually. They have, for example, even, you know, robotics can teach you how to learn mathematics, for example, how to teach even mathematics for teachers. Even AI, you can use AI in education. If you can use AI, for example, in driving, for example, in a car, we have some AI. You have AI in car, but why not in education? How can now this AI help you to learn, to teach? This is to tell you that these are emerging technologies, and probably parents or even the community, they're afraid of, like, saying, like, if these things now, everything will be robots, you know, everything will be AI. No student is going to think again. But you have to take them and make sure that, like, how can I use them into what I'm doing? Because, of course, everything in technology has its pros and cons. But then how you have to take, like, how can I take much advantage of it to solve or to make my job easier? And then, yes, you have to think of the negative side also, to make sure, like, now how can I take advantage of the positive side, and then how can I minimize the negative side? And this is how technology is evolving. Probably in the next few years, things would have changed. The way the perception that we have about these emerging technologies would have differed, because people would have taken this positive side, make advantage of it to improve education, for example, when we're talking about education, and others, and other sectors, because every sector is using these emerging technologies to solve the problems in their sector. And so don't be afraid, actually support your students, you parents, you support the students. Teachers, you must understand, this is like you are not to go because of AI or because of technology or because of robotics, saying that now robots will be teaching your students. No, students are children, and they still need your guidance. You are the one who knows what to achieve. You are the one who understands the curriculum and the objective of your lessons, and you need to guide them. Of course, what will change is how you are telling your student, how you're guiding your students. And you must know also about this, so that you give the students a clear guidance and relevant guidance, actually, for your students. So it means, actually, it's giving you also a new aspect of your job, like a new aspect of methodology or pedagogy you are using to make sure that you achieve the curriculum, you achieve this quality education, and make sure that students don't go beyond that, because of course going beyond it is not good, but actually going beyond, I want to say here, is when you are going into the negative side. So, but if your children are evolving positively, then I think the teacher is doing great, and teacher can also be appreciated about that. So, and this actually is helping a lot of people, because it also can address the issues, most of the issues that we have also in special needs education. And technology can help also to also easy the learning and
process.
the teaching, the process of those students having some learning disabilities. So this is what I can say, and really thank you and appreciate your support in encouraging your students, but also to be with them. Don't let them alone. Don't say that I'm not doing anything. Your role is very critical at this point, because those are the children we're talking about, and they are not yet grown-up people. So this is where parents, teachers, and the community is required. Thank you.
Thank you so much. The time does not allow, but let us stop from here. We shall continue, we shall come again in another topic. Allow me to thank Madam Diane Sengati, the head of ICT and Education Department at Rwanda Basic Education Board. Madam Diane, thank you so much.
Thank you much.
And
so much,
we hope that when we call you again, you come.
I'll be happy. That would be my pleasure.
Wow. Rwanda Basic Education Board is the one that you're following. We were discussing about Rwanda First Lego League Challenge that is going to happen here in Rwanda 2025. And remember, this goes hand in hand with the vision of REB, which is promoting the quality of education among basic, specialized, and adult schools. Your host of today is Ezekiel Tushime. Allow me to say bye.